playing anything?
Yeah. Been playing that Destiny. Moose chimed in on my stream.
It did. It was fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Waste.
I needed to boost up my Warlock on Xbox, so I texted my friend Mitch, and I was like, what are you doing? He's like, playing Destiny all night. I said, all right, I'm in. So
Sweet.
8:30, turned on my Xbox, played some Destiny.
10:30 went to bed.
Nope. I thought we were going to be done at like 11 or 11:30. I didn't go to bed till like 4:30.
Atta boy.
Yeah.
Atta boy.
Yeah. In that time, beat Forsaken, the whole campaign, unlocked the Dreaming City.
Sweet.
Did 7 rounds of Escalation Protocol, which is like their horde mode on Mars.
Awesome.
I completed 4 steps in my Sleeper Simulant quest.
Cool.
And we ran some strikes because that was part of the quest. So
Nice.
yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was a good time. Let me tell you, I hate the Warlock. I should have chose a different character. I hate that jump. I hate the supers. I hate just the Warlock's the worst. It's the worst.
Well, I think when I think that was ultimately my disappointment with Destiny is like the sound of the Warlock class. It like sounded cool.
Yeah.
And then it's just not.
It does sound cool. And actually, like, the Warlock is pretty viable in the raid but you have to have like a certain setup and certain gear. But like, you can grant people like unlimited ammo and like, you know, just a healing rift and all kinds of things. So like, in the raid, it's pretty viable. But there's other classes that are better out in the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Like the Titan.
Yeah, like the Titan. Like the Titan. Titan's the best.
I knew that would stroke you a little bit. You like your Titan.
Yeah, I do. Like me a good Titan.
Play anything else?
Played some more Super Mario Brothers U.
Cool.
Nice.
I mean, it's a 2D Mario game, a very good one, but still, played it before. It's nothing new.
Much maligned 2D. Although the funny thing is, Jeremy Parrish, he called that the best of the Mario series.
Yeah.
And Jeremy Parrish knows what he's talking about.
It's a good one. You know, it's a good one. I don't know if it's the best, but it's, in terms of the Mario games that I like, it's probably top 5.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah, you're not a 3D Mario guy, are you?
No, not really. I did enjoy Mario 64, but Mario Odyssey, there's just so much. It was kind of like,
Yeah.
I thought 120 stars was a lot. You're going to give me 880 moons to go find?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think aren't there 1,000 now?
I don't know. Are there?
I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't turned that game on since I rolled credits the first time. So
Yep, that's kind of where I'm like, I did that. I'm good.
Since you know, Peach blew off Mario to go and Bowser.
Yeah.
And they just looked at each other like confused, like, who? Yeah.
Yeah, like honest, like wait, we never thought the option was she could take none of us.
Yeah.
Turns out you both can be shitty.
True.
Who would have thought?
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
There's one. Oh, I started playing. So I've been continuing my trek through Mutant Year Zero.
Mm-hmm.
This is a great game. Like if you guys ever get a chance to play it, you should play it. It's really good.
I bought it. I haven't had a chance to play it yet.
Oh, it's so good. It's really good. Although I'm in this conundrum now because they are planning on announcing it for Switch soon, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm already this far in the Xbox version.
Yeah. Well, we had that conversation last week where you only have it on Game Pass, so your investment is little, if any.
That's true. Yeah. But my time invested in this game is now. It's approaching a point where like I would question actually purchasing the game.
So you're right. Is it one of those like, you know, I did this much, I don't want to do this again?
Yeah, I'm almost at that point. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Of course, that point in most games for me is like
5 minutes in.
an hour. like next weekend.
I've seen the title screen. I don't need to do this again.
Yeah, like next weekend is the Anthem demo. The Anthem demo comes out for people who pre-ordered it, and I want to play it, but I know your progress doesn't carry over.
It's why I don't like demos. It's one reason why I don't like demos.
I know, but I have to play it.
If your progress carried over in some form, like, hey, you played and got a bunch of resources.
I think you get some rewards for playing the demo.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
but I don't know what it is.
Something in the real game, that's fine. Oh, hey, give me like, if you complete all the missions in the demo, you get like a certain amount of perk points.
Yeah,
in the actual game, or you get cash to help like buy stuff for your javelins. Like, that would be cool. But I agree with you where they're just like, no, nothing will transfer over. It's just like, it's getting more and more likely that I won't try the demo.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to play it because of Javelins for Hire. I know how I feel about like games, like replaying things in games, which is one of the reasons why, like, I hate having 3 classes in Destiny because you have to play all the content 3 times. And it's like, man, I wish there was an option where, like, if you beat the campaign with one guy, you don't have to play the campaign again with the other guys. You just kind of move into the open world and do the stuff, you know? That campaign, man.
Or you can allocate the experience.
There's something about the campaign in Destiny, man, that's like, it's not fun. Like, I've tried to love it, you know? Like, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed playing it once, but it's not like when Bungie made the Halo campaigns and you would run through it like 3, 4, 5 times with friends and stuff, right? It's like, man, and it's a good thing that Forsaken is really short because, like, I got to do it 2 more times.
Right.
So, I don't know. The best things about Destiny are the parts that happen outside of the campaigns, and it's like you have to do the campaign to get there, and it's just annoying. So, but that's my Destiny rant for this episode.
Cool.
Moose, what are you playing? How many more pizzas did you eat?
None. Asshat.
Check out Dark Zone Junkies' first 5 minutes about Moose's
they're
pizza
like
party.
this big, okay?
I don't know. It looks pretty big on my screen right now, Moose.
Anyways,
we were talking about. There was a time where we were talking about frozen pizzas, and yesterday Reba and I were going to the store. I'm like, you know what I want for dinner tonight? I want Red Baron frozen pizzas. And she looks at me. She's like, "Really? You're that specific?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm in that kind of garbage mood." So I ate 2 of them. Jeff Glasson in the chat. How are you, sir?
Yeah.
Anyways, no, I did not have any more personal.
I don't think Jeff likes me because he keeps ignoring me.
What are you talking about?
It's fine though. It's fine, Jeff.
All right, Jeff. See how it is. I've been playing a lot of Far Cry 5.
I realize he's a distinguished host of Nerds Gone Platinum, but
yes,
there's nobody distinguished on that. What the fuck are you talking about? He's old.
Corey,
he's the grandpa of the group. He's just not the most mature of the group.
He's the most platinum.
He's the Nerds Gone Rogue dad.
So I beat Far Cry 5 last night.
Yeah, you were talking about this on my stream this morning, and there were some mind-blowing things because, like, there was apparently I don't remember the ending to that game.
Yeah, apparently you don't, because I was like, "What are you talking about?" Unless you went, and I mean, you did the ending to get the trophy. So, anyways,
but then again, by that time, I was just done. I was done with the game. I'm like, I'm gonna kill this thing just because I'm this far, but. Deshaun in the chat. How are you, sir?
Hey, Deshaun. How you doing? So anyways, it is the first game I've beaten in 2019. It is also the #1 game. I feel that it wins my award of games I should have played last year that I played this year. Mm-hmm. It's #1 just because I've had a lot of fun with it. I wish I would have. If I didn't have the challenge last year, I would have spent more time with it when I did, but it just didn't grab me like at first, so I just didn't spend a lot of time with it last year. Put it back on the shelf and went back to my challenge games. So I played played a lot yesterday, and so finished the story about 9-10 o'clock last night. I only got like 6 or 7 trophies left, like 6 actually, I think, to actually platinum the game. So I just got to work on those. I got to do like the hunting ones. I have one arcade one left, but it's the 10 solo or co-op maps. So I've done the competitive multiplayer one where you have to win on 10 featured maps. I already did that. So I got the hunting one. I got there was a crazy one that I have to run over like 2 or 20 people. I'm surprised I haven't done that yet. So I just gotta like get a car, like a beefy car, and just drive and just run over cultists and stuff as I can. And but it's a lot of fun. I had fun with the game. It's actually making me want to pick up New Dawn. It actually makes me want to go back and play Far Cry 4, maybe platinum that, because I enjoyed it so much. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Although I do think my next game will probably, since you've been playing and loving Hitman so much, will probably be Hitman 2.
Cool.
Like that's not because I think our next game for our challenge, because that's kind of like dictating what we're rolling on. Mm-hmm. And since I have so much work into the division and I only need 1 trophy, so we're kind of like playing like off least common denominator.
Yeah.
And it's kind of what you have to do with Far Cry 5 when you co-op. It's like, okay, who's the furthest behind? Okay, somebody help that person. You know what I mean? Or like when 2 people, like when Jeff and I play, Jeff's done with the game, so he'll just jump in my game and help me. But like with the division, I just have to be there to help them until we do the Dark Zone stuff. But anyways, so I'm probably going to jump into Hitman 2, take the time to play the Mutant Year Zero, the game that Corey was chatting about, because I have that. So I'd like to play that and try that. And I got my Switch back on Friday. It's fixed. Got some stuff downloaded.
Cool.
Got my saves down. I haven't really turned it on to like check the state of the saves. I think the only one that I don't have that didn't upload and didn't look like it, but I'll have to double check, is the Zelda one, which I'm fine with because, hey, it's a good game to play through again. You know, like it's a good game. It's a solid game to have. If any of the games that I have that I have to play through again, it would be that one. That would be cool. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I wouldn't. In fact, any of the games that I lost my save files for, I really don't have a problem playing through at all. Again, or building back up to the point where I left off. So I want to try and get back in the Octopath Traveler and beat that, and then also Binding of Isaac. I want to play the heck out of that on my Switch. So I got some things I'm trying to work towards, but like I said, like Far Cry 5, if I'm at home, that's the main focus, trying to get that done.
Yeah. Now you guys are co-oping for platinums, correct?
Yeah.
Is that
like, I think like the whole point of playing them is platinuming what we can and all that. So we're just trying to like work through the games. Like we picked Far Cry 5 first, simply because it's so close to New Dawn. Not that Division isn't close to Division 2, but we all have way less work, and we had more work in Far Cry 5 to do than Division 2, or than Division 4, Division 2. So we just decided, we were like, let's do Far Cry 5, and then we all actually had Ghostlands downloaded, and I was like, we should switch that. We should do Division 1, because if we start playing Division 2, we're not going to want to go back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be tough trying to go back, and you're going to be like, oh, this doesn't play like that one. It's going to be a struggle. Let's just get through it, and then we can move on to Division 2. So we were trying to get those out of the way.
New Dawn and Division 2 are both in March, correct?
No, New Dawn is February 15th.
Yeah, it's the day. It's the day that every other game is coming out. I think Metro Exodus, Crackdown 3, that Jump Force game, that anime fighting game is coming out, and then Far Cry, and then the week after that is Anthem. So yeah.
Jeez. Games are already starting, guys. It's already starting.
I know.
Anything else, Moose?
Nah, that's pretty much it. What you been rolling on, man? Besides Hitmas this morning.
Played a lot of Hitman. I had some weird sleep issues this weekend where I would just fall asleep and wake up at the weirdest times. And like on Saturday, I got home from work and Reba and I had plans, but she wasn't feeling well, so we could not do them. So I went down and played Hitman. I played Hitman till like 11:30 a.m. And I'm like, okay, I'm getting kind of tired. And she had some work to do. And she asked if there was anything I could do to sort of like stay up for just a little bit longer till she sort of got some momentum going. Cause sometimes that's the hump she needed to get over to get her work done, which I understand. So I sat down and I was going to make some more progress on my 20 albums of 2018. I finished that. It took me about 3 hours and change to finish it. And then we had just like I just finished that. I had her read through it. I posted it, and then I'm like, it's time to pass out. I passed right the hell out, woke up at 2 a.m. and could not sleep anymore. Went downstairs and I played more Hitman because, you know, I love it. Quick interjection. Deshaun picked up Binding of Isaac on Switch. He now owns it in 3 places. That's not enough, Deshaun. You need to get the card game. Teach your kids how to play it. It'll be fun. I forget. He has kids, right?
Yes, deluxe edition.
That's true.
Comes with sticker packets. That thing's like in a kick-ass instruction booklet.
Yeah, and then Lee's in the chat saying, yo. So, yo, right back to you, sir. Hope you're having a wonderful Monday.
That Lee character.
He's a great character, and I'm happy to be associated with him. I'm glad he keeps me around. So, and that
did I get fired? Is Lee your new leader?
No.
I was gonna say, like, he's pretty key to your existence. I didn't know.
No. Well,
like, I mean, around. I'm like,
he is in that ivory tower. I don't know what sort of Illuminati shit goes on there.
Over PC players. The land of the consoles doesn't.
But so I played Hitman.
My mouse cord isn't long enough. I can't click fast.
So I woke up at 2 a.m. and I said, okay, it's time for me to go after the Onrush Platinum. And I didn't make it because that last circuit of races is really difficult and you have to do some stupid ass challenges. But I'm plugging along. I think I have 5 more races to do or to do the challenges in. But the more I'm playing it, that game's really cool.
Yeah,
like
good, man.
Like I think I understand MOBAs now because of Onrush. Because it is not like it is not a racing. It is I guess it's a car combat game. I don't think it's a. I mean, the racing is definitely the thing, but you're not really. You're just driving. You don't have to.
There's no like finish line unless like you complete the set task.
But like
I start a certain amount of points, capture all the points. You know, like
yeah. And I was just sitting. I'm like, wow. I think a good analog would probably be Heroes of the Storm for cars. Just because that's like the most off kilter of the bigger MOBAs out. That game's good, man. Music in it's really good. Like there's this one song that plays a lot when you like between races. That sounds like an old Basement Jaxx song. I wish I could find it, but I can't find what it is. The soundtrack is out there, but I've tried to find all the songs, and there are certain songs I can't find. So I'm assuming it's one of those. So those artists need to get their stuff up, or maybe put out a soundtrack, but that probably won't happen because I'm pretty sure that studio is done. Like not Codemasters itself, but like the team that did Onrush, I think is actually.
I think you're right.
I think they got busted up because that game didn't do too well, which sucks. But then also more Hitman. I got a story for you about Hitman. The final level is there's a really good piece on Waypoint by Cameron Kunzelman that he describes the final level, and basically he calls it the Illuminati open house, and it really is because it is people planning for the coming end of the world, but not like doomsday prepper stuff. It's like all of the hyper rich people in the world coming together and say, look, this place is done. I'm going to invest in how I and my family survive. And it eventually opens your eyes to, or at least an open mind, like, man, this is kind of how Fallout started, because everybody didn't go to those vaults. There's a class structure there, and it kind of makes me angry. But everybody is figuring out, how they're going to live past the apocalypse. Now, the level design in this level, I think, is actually one of the more interesting levels in terms of design that I've played in a very long time. Just because it's a labyrinthine castle on an island that, it is packed with guards, and it creates a lot of challenges. Well, at the very top of the castle, it's this giant glass. It's like a glass, I don't even know it's like a glass atrium. There's a garden up there, and there are two knight statues. Well, you could put on, oh yeah, I got the flamingo ending. Moose saw me do that on stream. Deshaun. But you can put on one of the knight costumes, and there's a challenge to kill all of the elite guards while dressed as a knight. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try this. Put on the knight costume, and then I had pacified a lot of the elite guards, so I just walked up to them, capped them in the head while I was dressed as a knight. Well, eventually you have to go out into the castle to find all of them. And when you're in the knight costume, no one wants to see a knight wandering around. So the minute someone sees you, like, yeah, that's not supposed to happen. So everybody comes after you. Well, for about an hour, I would say I was this one man just wave of death. And I kind of wish I'd streamed it, but I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I feel like when I get into that kind of chaos, I tend to fail more on stream than I do by myself. But I ended up killing all of them, and then I decided I was going to work on another challenge where you have to basically throw 47 bodies into the ocean from castle. So I basically went around to everything I had killed and started throwing it into the ocean. There are a lot of NPCs in that level, and eventually, after you've pissed enough people off, everyone knows where you are and just wants to come there to be a part of the party. And right as the challenge popped, like right as you get that little alert up in the top right of your screen, right as that happened, the game crashed. And I was worried I didn't get it, but I got it because I went back and looked. But apparently, like there's a guy on YouTube who, after having watched a couple of his videos after that happened, he goes into every level in Hitman 2, and he issues himself the kill everything challenge. And eventually, because he's killed so many people, the frame rate starts to dip because it has to keep all of that stuff in place.
Yeah, the bodies and stuff. Yeah.
But you want to watch a funny dude killing some people in Hitman, watch Big Mooney 06. And
Mooney 06.
Big Mooney 06, and I mean, he has a northern, it's either he's either Southern Scottish or very Northern English. And the way he goes through and commentates himself, he's kind of a hero of mine now. But I had a Big Mooney 06 moment in the Isle of Scale in Hitman 2. And I love that game. I've almost 100%ed all of the chapters trophy-wise. I just need to do Mumbai, and I feel like that one's going to be the hardest one, just because I was trying to do it today on stream, and I fatigue was hitting me in the right way, and that level is really dense with people. So looking forward to it. I will continue, and then once I'm done there, I will go back and do Hitman 1, because that game is amazing. I'm glad I'm playing it again. It reminded me how much I love that IP, and I feel like every time I've ever talked about my favorite IPs of all time needs to be readdressed, because I had a lot of fun with Hitman in the early 2000s, and I'm having just as much fun, if not more, now.
Nice.
Do you think you get the new remasters coming out?
I know I am, because Blood Money is a goddamn masterpiece. I didn't play Absolution, so I'm definitely getting it. Definitely. I'll probably go through Blood Money again, because it's been 12 years. I might try and do that blind on stream at some point. But I've got a lot of things I want to do on stream, but I can't. I don't have time for everything. So
yeah,
watch this space. And then I played a couple of mobile games as well. I played Heaven Will Be Mine and Citus 2. Heaven Will Be Mine is an interesting mech type game with a really good story from 2018, and Citus 2 is a really cool rhythm game. Other than that, I think that's it.
I got a question for you. I found out some news on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
How big were you into the Xbox Live Arcade indie game market, like the games on there?
I was pretty big into it. Why?
There's a girl that used to do reviews for it, for that platform. She's putting out a collection. Like the guy that did Cosmic Star Heroine, because his games, his first initial games, the Call of Cthulhu, and then Breath of Death 7, those were on there, and then his follow-ups, the Rain Slick, Proserpine, Penny Arcades, volumes 3 and 4. They're on there as well. And so he tweeted it, and that's how I found it, because I was just looking through my tweets and saw his tweet, and he's like, in such and such a collection, which kind of games would you like to see on there? And I was like, Zombie Estate 1 and 2, or just 1, so that my wife can play it again. And I don't have listeners, tell the stories of me getting rid of the 360. So
what is this?
So it's basically a girl that used to do reviews like of the indie game platforms.
Okay.
It's like you go into IG, like Xbox Live Arcade IG, it was like on the marketplace, and they had like really like stripped down. I mean, they had a lot of really good indie games, but then they had a lot of just like stripped down stuff. In fact, the guy that did Ska Studios that did Salt and Sanctuary, before he did Dishwasher, Dead Dishwasher, or whatever, Dishwasher, Dead Vampire, whatever the hell it was, and Charlie Murder, he did some games that were on there. And so it would be cool. I was just wondering if you heard about it, and if you
I haven't,
that you would like to see come from there to, because I'd love to see Z-Boyd, I'd love to see their whole catalog.
Yeah,
that's on that system that was on Xbox Live Arcade. I'd look, because it's coming to PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. I think it'd be really cool on Switch. Like, I might actually just buy it on Switch, just to have it on the go. But I thought you'd be interested in that.
Can you message me a link to it, and then I'll go do some digging because
yeah. And then like you see like the tweets of all the games people are recommending, and you're like, holy cow! I remember seeing that game and wanting to play it. I didn't play it. So it's like I don't know how big the collection is going to be, but if it's like 10, 15 games, that would be freaking awesome.
Yeah.
So I think she's just trying to get with like a publisher or something to try and get the games like ported over and stuff.
Sure.
So, but anyways, I just thought I'd mention that. It was in the news. Maybe not the big news, but it was in my news. It was news to me, and I'm enjoying it.
That reminds me, you mentioned your significant other. Reba and I played more Guacamelee 1 yesterday.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Turns
out that game is really good.
Who knew?
1 or 2? I thought you already played 1.
Well, she had not, and she wanted to play we started playing the first one before the second one came out, and we'll eventually play the second one. But she's like, I really like this art style. She's a little intimidated. Like we had the conversation that we were talking about here. She was like, I'm just worried I'm not good. I'm like, you don't have to worry about that. She's like, but I'm intimidated. I go, Reba, if you were to step into the therapy arena with someone that's been doing it for 40 years,
yeah,
you automatically know they're going to be better at they're going to be better at the job than you, correct? She's like, well, yeah, they have. I go, okay. So I've been playing games at a steady clip for 32 years. You had a good stint with the Nintendo, but not much else. And I don't know how long that began. I don't know when that began and when it ended.
Yeah.
But also, like, this is something I've been doing a lot. So there's a reasonable expectation that I'm going to be a bit more adept at it. So quit thinking about, what you can and can't do and how you measure up to me. Just worry about doing just worry about honing your own skills. And she, we did that. Like we had that talk. She went back in and we went through like 3 pretty tough early arenas where she just wasn't taking damage. And I feel like if that's not progress, I don't know what is.
Yeah. It's true.
I just talked about you playing games this weekend. Yes, I did. Because you did well at Guacamelee, and I'm proud of you.
Tell her I'm also proud of her.
Moose is proud too. Oh, thanks, huh? What? Oh, she says thanks, Moose. Yeah. Okay, so
really good at the triple square combo.
Yeah, she's really good. Yeah, she's really good at the triple square combo. I like how she did that with a little. You did that with a little booty shape. What are you doing?
Yeah. But maybe you want to finish that podcast early.
I'll tell you
Go
later.
to work with a smile.
Oh boy. All right.